Yeah, so a sister hit me up. She asked me a question, and I don't do marriage questions or advice or anything like that. But I know the sister's family, and they recommended her to ask me questions. She says, look, my husband, he fornicated with another woman. He lies, he cheats, he goes out, doesn't tell me where he's going. The whole, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he's...
Doesn't brag.
Yeah, the whole nine. So she's like, can I get a... I want a divorce, what do I do? I'm like, only person who can grant the divorce is the husband. Mm-hmm. So people have this misunderstanding of the khula. So, listen, the only person who can grant the divorce is the husband. We live in America. The imam, okay, so I'll give you an example. The imam who studied 4 years at Medina University or even Azhar can't grant the divorce. In 4 years, you don't learn anything. Wallahi. I'm like, and I'm being for real, like, yeah, we know, meaning, can we teach a class here? Yeah, okay. But you are not a qadi, right? And you can't grant a divorce. That's it. Like, you have to understand that it's called, what's the Arabic word for a marriage contract? An aqd. That's a legal binding contract. And for a woman, unfortunately, the only way out is for the husband to grant the divorce, right? So people misunderstand the khula. What's a khula? It's for a woman that the only one, even if this is a khula as a woman requesting to be divorced. And she's saying, look, there's various ways to go about getting a khula, meaning she can say, look, if you divorce me, I'll give my dowry back. So method example, if let's say I'm married a chick, I give her 10,000 for her mahar, for her dowry. You give me my 10,000 back? Of course, I'll let you go. That's a khula. A khula isn't, I want a divorce. I'm leaving. That's not a khula. That's you being nafsi. That's you following your nafs, your hawa, the shaitan. And that's what you're doing. And if a dude says that I can grant the divorce, you're going to be committing zina, and it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's a real serious issue.
If a dude says what?
If you got a dude who says I'm granting the divorce,
but somebody's not the husband.
How, nigga? Who is you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like with respect, you can't do that. I don't care who you are in the community. Okay, you've been in the community 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years. Okay, and you've been an imam for 60 years. So what? That means nothing. So you got some imams who are completely ignorant and they're doing it. Then you have some imams who have knowledge, but they didn't actually study fiqh. Meaning that they didn't go through the Hanafi method of their curriculum that they have. To study a book from beginning to end, and then even within after you study the highest level book of fiqh, you can't issue fatwa or give a legal ruling. You still have to go through what's called darul iftat.
So let's say a woman's in a relationship where her husband is like abusing her like crazy. How would she be out of that?
Okay. These
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
We actually brought up to some of the teachers, in these situations, the sister has the right to her safety, right? Because of the maqasid of Shariah, that she has preservation of life. But does it mean she's divorced?
What does it mean?
Means that she can separate because her life is in danger.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't grant the divorce, it's no divorce. But if if a dude is beating the crap out of a sister, yeah, she's not in a state of disobedience if she leaves. That's preservation of life, right? And what she needs to do, and it's not the Muslim's fault. I mean, the sister's fault. It's the we have it, and this is what I'm saying. Like when people be coming at Sheikh Hamza, it's like this dude's really trying to establish something, and you let one little thing.
But look, let me show you this. So one imam, I ain't gonna say his name. I remember sitting in his class. He's not one of our imams, but you know, nice guy, right?
Nice guy?
They were talking about this very topic, and he said that he always recommends that. He said, I prefer not to marry people without them going to get a certificate from the state. That way, when a woman ends up in that situation, she can just go and get the divorce done. And because the brothers be wanting to tie the sisters up and not
What are you talking about?
Yeah. And so
but how does that affect the Islamic marriage?
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Still in the same position.
And I'm going to ask him when I get him to come back here. But what happened? I was saying, I said, well, even though that might get her out of that situation, but Islamically, it's not a divorce unless
there is a way out. Like, I'll give you an example. And I'm just going, look.
The way out is if the chick don't care. If the chick be like, yo, I don't give a damn about whatever Islamic ruling you got.
No. There's a way out. If the sister, look. We have to understand that Sharia is important, and the only way that the man can she can get a divorce is through him saying it. But I'm just gonna say, if you got like 3 brothers going to the dude, and like, yo, you gonna grant this divorce? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it is a way to get it done, but you gotta. And I'm saying right now we don't have.
So here's
we don't have a hukuma. We don't have Islamic government.
So we have no Islamic government.
We don't.
I know. We have no judge.
No.
That can grant a khula. Right?
No, we don't.
So you have a whole. So what is? How does fiqh? We know fiqh. I remember Sheikh Abdullah bin Bayat said fiqh is like it's like something that's alive. Like it changes with time and adapts. Right. So if you're in a community where the women have no recourse, so if you have a husband that is an oppressor, and the woman is under oppression.
And I'll be real, this is where we need to, and when I say this is the problem with Salafiyya. You have people who study traditional, I know a brother who's studying in the Ribat Tarim, which is known to be stronger in terms of fiqh than Dar al-Mustafa, right? Not saying that Dar al-Mustafa is weak, I'm just saying basically all they do in the Ribat is study fiqh. That's nothing else but fiqh and nahu, right? 7 years, he couldn't get a job. When he was about to graduate, he couldn't get a job. You know why he couldn't get a job? They asked him, where's your videos at? He said, I was busy studying fiqh. So you got dudes who actually way more, I'm not a faqih at all, by far. I know what I know from studying the small text that I study and sitting in the halaqah, but this dude is an actual faqih. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go to him with my fiqh questions. But he can't get a job and serve a community because he doesn't.
So could he get around?
Even he would tell you that he can't guarantee.
So that's my question.
No, but what we need to do is people like. But
we need a Qadi.
No, what we saying? Let me finish my point. The point is, but people like him, people like Sheikh Hamza Yusuf can go to the mashayikh and come with a solution. That I can't do that. Can't do that. We can call our teachers and ask for the hukum, but they all they can do is relay what's the mu'tamid. Or is there another opinion? Is there another, maybe it is a situation where she can get the khula. Well, I don't know, I'm not but these dudes know those books and they can go and have a shura with the ulama, they can have that and then come with a solution. And this is the point I was making. I just want to finish this point about Sheikh Hamza because it really hurts me that people talk bad about him, right? Because I know ain't nobody in this room doing it because we Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah. But you even have people from the Ahl Sunnah talking bad about him. But even if you disagree with his politics or that he's doing whatever he's doing, he's really trying to establish that so these sisters can get out the situation. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's liaison to the top scholar, one of the top scholars of our age. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they understand America from a perspective that a lot of you overseas don't understand.
That's what I was going to ask you. That if you look at a lot of the fuqaha, right, they gave fatwas based on which location they was.
Exactly.
So why we don't have one here?
And that's my thing. The only way to get that is by having qualified fuqaha. Right? Yeah. But our qualified fuqaha can't get jobs because they don't want a faqih. They want the da'i. They don't want the faqih. You understand? And that's what I'm saying. So no, I'm not going to say, and I don't care what people say about the video, no one can grant the divorce but the husband. That's the law. Khalas. Yeah, when we went out the situation, go to Azhar, go to Dar al-Iftat, go to Tarim, go to the Ribat, go to the Dar, go ask Sheikh Umar Khatib, send us some fuqaha, come with a shorter, come with a council, and let's get it done. Yeah. But until then, y'all want all they want is someone who can bring people to the masjid, recite the Quran in a melody, and put money in a sadaqah box. They don't, and that's what I'm saying by, I get it, Sheikh Hamza was wrong for what he said. I'm not saying that. But the big picture is that he's saying, like, I'm in these offices because one, like, let's just spade a spade, right? When I was in the block, we used to run this hustle. We used to have our white homie on the front because they want to see a white boy, right? He would pull out the gun and rob when we'd come from behind because they're not going to suspect the white boy doing it, right? Mm-hmm. He's our front guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the white guy who's going to the other white people. Oh, I like him. He's cool. But really, he's fighting for us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we need to understand that he's going to make mistakes. He's not... You know what I'm saying? He's not from the people.
That's why I said that, because if you most of the like a scholar overseas will tell you, like, I don't know what's going on in America.
No.
So you need qualified scholars to give fatwas on the situations that's going
Exactly.
on.
But the problem is the
CJ
men.
said this a long time ago that we need a qadi. He asked it
We do.
panel of ladies. He said, we have the qadi here. Would you take what he said as?
Exactly. But here's the
What
thing.
is that?
They said no.
They said no.
They said what qualifies that quality to be given an opinion about?
I knew it.
And that's what I'm saying. So
That's where we at.
no, hold on. There, I mean, I want to end with this part.
That means what that means is you don't need a Cardi because if they
We gonna do what we want anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's I just want to bring a full circle before we close out. Is that this right? Those things have a spiritual effect. That you're completely. So how many women think that they? I know personally women who when they got a khula and then they commit zina. What do you think is happening?
You mean committing zina with who they think?
Yeah, they think that this dude is the husband, but the other dude never said I divorce you. So you're still technically married.
Okay.
So what's happening with Allah and the celestial realm of Malaika? Right? What's happening? How many times did we hear of a sister going to the husband was like, I don't want to grant a divorce. Let's work with it. And you got some joker who didn't study 3 years, 4 years in Saudi, and you like, is he a deviant? Then khalas, you're talaq. You were never married anyway. It's like, come on, now. Like,
to lock. He was never married anyway. Holla.
like, come on, man. So it has a spiritual effect. You know what I'm saying? Those things have a real bad spiritual effect. You know what I'm
I put
saying?
that in the verse, CJ.
So I mean, if people offended at what I said, sisters offended. I'm conveying what the books are saying.
Yeah.
You know, and if you want to follow your nafs, y'all doing it anyway. I'm just here to tell you, no one can grant the divorce but the husband.
We got to see look fired up.
Yeah, no, because
That ain't going. What he said, bro, that ain't going. But I tell you,
I'm never getting invited anywhere to speak now. I was on my way up.
It's a lot. He was never married anyway.
they was like, what? Yo, they gonna get you, man.
Follow my Instagram though.
They gonna get you. They gonna be like, what you mean? This dude beating me.
Nah, you can leave. You protecting your life. Get out that
You said
situation.
you can leave the house, but
Yo.
you're still married.
I'm like, I don't want to
listen,
abusive old dude.
Listen, I find it is what it is. People complain about that kind of stuff, but then, make dua.
Yeah.
People don't believe in dua.
Yeah.
People, this dude said just make dua. This is me out of his mind. Then you don't have faith in Allah. Khalas. you don't believe that as Allah, I'm being oppressed. Please get me out the situation.
Yeah, when Allah said that there's no screen between them.
Come on, man. Get out of here. Turn to Allah.
Who's saying